What's good, y'all? Uncle JC here. Today we're going to be making some Blackberry Moonshine. I got 35 pounds of wild blackberries here. These were just picked off the property. Been froze and thawing out since last night. Let's give them a good mash. So the blackberries are all mashed up. I'm gonna add about 3 or 4 teaspoons of pectic enzyme to it. So, the problem with blackberries, or any fruit for that matter, is they just don't have as much sugar in them as most people think they do. This 35 pounds in a 7-gallon mash might give me 2 or 3% potential alcohol, and that just ain't going to cut it. So the easiest thing you could do would just be add sugar to it. I've done that many times, works fine. But the flavor from the blackberry is so subtle after distillation that I really don't want to dilute it with a bunch of sugar. So I got to thinking, what if I used some neutral grains for my sugars instead? So I got 15 pounds of rice milled up. I'm going to use that. I'm going to mash that in. I mean, I've worked with that rice a few times, and I mean, it has no flavor really, so I think that'll be a good way to boost my ABV and not affect the flavor. It's a sticky rice, glutinous rice, very high in starch, so I should get a good conversion. I've got 7 gallons of water boiling, so let me get that rice in there and I'll be right back. Alright, got my rice in here. Just going to keep stirring it till it gelatinizes, and we'll come back, add the first round of enzymes. Alright, been stirring away for about 30 minutes, and this stuff is thick. So we're going to add the first round of enzymes. This is high temperature enzymes. We're at about 180 degrees. This is 6 milliliters. And that should start loosening up pretty quick. It's getting a little looser already. So I'm going to throw the lid on this, let it cool down to about 155, and we'll add the next round of enzymes. Oh yeah, look at that. Be back after that. It's been about 2.5 hours. It's turned from rice porridge to rice soup. Our temp's down to 150, so we're going to add the glucoamylase, another 6 milliliters. We'll let this sit for about 90 minutes, then we'll add it to the blackberries. It's been about 3 hours. I'm going to get my rice in here in the fermenter with the blackberries. Let me get all this in here, check the temperature. We'll come back and get a gravity reading and pitch the yeast. Got everything mixed together. It was still at 110 degrees, so I just wrapped it up and let it sit all night. It was still at 95 degrees this morning. Got a gravity reading of 1068, which I'm pretty happy with. That's like 8.5% potential alcohol. Nothing left to do but pitch the yeast. Going to be using 1 packet of Loudon D47. One tablespoon of Daty. I'll check back with you when it's time to punch the cap down. It's been about 72 hours. Check out the cap on this thing. Lord, that's thick. Alright, fermented out in 7 days. Ended up with 9 gallons, which is pretty awesome since I only had 7 gallons of water to it. Let me get this in a keg and I'll come back with something interesting happen. No plate. Flagmator. So here's what I got after I made my cuts and blended it together. Had about 80 ounces of 140. Proofed it down to 110. Let's get it. It's about just under 3 liters, or about 4/5. Let's get a taste of it. It smells good. It smells sweet, fruity. Not like blackberries, but fruity. Pretty good. Still got a little heat to it. I mean, it's like 7 days old. That's good though. There's no sugar bite. I really like what I did with the rice. I think I'll be using that on a lot of my brandies moving forward. It's only going to get better with age. I'm going to try to tuck that away somewhere. A lot of work went into that. Until next time.